Hey everybody, Matty Ice here, back with another build video. This particular build is going to focus on the poison damage from Osteo and Necrotic Grips. These pair pretty well together. So it's not so much the ignitions that you're focusing on with this solar build, but it's the poison damage. We will be using a little bit of the ignitions to help spread that extra damage over time, but it's not going to be the focus of the build. So let's start off here with the armor. I've got Melee Wellmaker on the helmet, along with Harmonic Siphon. So nothing out of the ordinary there. On the arms, we're going to go with Solar Arms for Impact Induction, so we get our melee attack back even faster. And then to go along with that Melee Wellmaker, we've got Well of Ordnance, get our grenade back even faster. On the chest piece, I'm running Seeking Wells along with the seasonal armor, so not too out of the ordinary there. You guys know I love my Seeking Wells. On the boots, again we have Solar Boots for health pickups on orbs and also Explosive Wellmaker. And then on the bond, we've got Double Bomber and Well of Life. Again, weapons, we're going to go Osteo. I've got a Callus mini tool with Incandescent. You can go with a Drang or something else with Incandescent. And again, if you have a fixed odds with Incandescent, I would go with that, and that would kind of free up your energy slot. Or again, you could have your energy slot be Incandescent, and this would be something different for your heavy. For the aspects and fragments and abilities, gonna go Phoenix Dive, because that pairs well with Heat Rises, especially once the season's over. You might notice I didn't have any of the seasonal mods other than the armor. So no Classy Resto on this one. I'm going to go Celestial Fire just strictly for the range on it. And then we're going to go Solar Grenade. You could toggle this around a little bit if you wanted to go with a Phoenix, with a healing build. So you can go Healing Grenade with Benevolence on a Fragment. But for the purpose of this build here in particular, I'm going to go Solar Grenade for the ignitions, and that pairs well with, Touch of Flame and Heat Rises. You just chuck those from the air. And then for fragments, we're going to go Singeing, so we can get our class ability back faster. Char to help spread ignitions and Scorch. Ashes for more Scorch stacks, and then Eruption for when we do finally ignite something. It's going to have a bigger, better explosion. So again, you could tweak this around a little bit, put Benevolence in here, and run Healing Grenade. But I'm going to make that a separate build all on its own. Like a strictly healing build for those of you who like to play more support and keep your team alive. But I was looking into this one based on a couple of comments and things I got in previous build videos just to check out the Necrotic Grips. So I'm going to start out with here, just your standard Ness's Law sector. I'm pretty much going to melt through everything here because it's so low leveled, but then I'm going to go into a more like a Master Law sector and test out there. But yeah, so I figured I'd just check it out and show you how it works here. The goal is to be spamming your melee as much as possible, which shouldn't be too difficult with Heat Rises. You get your melee back very quickly. So you're going to eat a grenade, jump in the air, just kind of shoot everything with your Osteo, throw some melees out there, just keep getting kills, more melees, and then if you need to ever heal, proc Restoration ×2 there with your Phoenix Dive. And since you have Heat Rises active, you don't need to eat another grenade. You can just throw it, and that'll help trigger some of those Scorch stacks ignitions. Again, through your melee, shoot some poison. There does seem to be a little bit of an issue here with Scorch and poison proccing at the same time, but it looks like you can stack them after you've procced one or the other. So if you look here, I can poison him, and then I can also apply Scorch. So now it's Scorched and poisoned. But the melee by itself didn't look like it does both. And Osteo, if you've used it before, I mean, you know it's pretty great. It spreads poison very quickly, kills a lot of small adds. Okay, looks like that one did proc both. But you can see that guy melted pretty quickly from just one melee. Again, these guys are fairly weak. So that's why I'm going to take it into something a little stronger to show it off a little bit better here. But that's the idea of the build. You know, you kind of float around, dive when you need to, throw grenades when you have them. But the goal is to just mainly use your melee. And if you want to switch to like your incandescent gun, you can do that to help spread scorch stacks. But the poison has a very big spread radius, so that's kind of your main arsenal there. Alright, so I'm going to cut the video real quick, and when you see me back, I will be in a more challenging lost sector. Alright, so here we are back in a master lost sector. So the only thing I changed up on the build was the arms. I got rid of both impact inductions for the Overload and Unstoppable champ mods, which is a little unfortunate, but that's what you have to do. I'm going with a glaive just to kind of highlight that you don't need the incandescent because this is more poison focused. And then I went with cataclysmic just because it's a solar weapon. But those are the only changes I made. So let's see how it goes here. So again, we're going to start, eat the grenade, kind of just throw our stuff out there. And if you ever need to, boom. Alright, so we're not quite getting the damage we're looking for here with just pure osteo on this champ. This seems to be a bit of a pain in the ass here. You know what, that's what the heavy's for. Right, we did lose our heat rises there for a minute. In this particular lost sector, it is a little unfortunate that we have such a big ceiling. Can't really take advantage of flying around as much. Okay, I mean, you can see that if there ever is an issue, you just proc your Phoenix dive, get your health back. Kind of sticking in the air as part of the dodge, and then also you want to make sure you get the kill while in the air to get your melee energy back. You can see we're 1590 lost sector here. I'm at 1585, so slightly under leveled, but not overly so. And we're handling it just fine. Alright, I'm gonna dive immediately. The screw came out of nowhere. And this is why I run well. So I can just sit here and tank all this if I need to. Grenade a little bit there. That's alright. This guy should be dead here soon. And we got the screws behind us we gotta watch for. One thing you might not also notice about this lost sector is my health is not really recovering because I've got restorative light as one of the modifiers here. So that is also kind of impacting some of the gameplay you're seeing here. But that just kind of goes to show the strength of the build, really. To where if you are in danger, you know, you just dive and you're still fine. So once Class 2 Restoration is gone, this build is still very much viable, like I was saying earlier. And then in a pinch, you still have your solar grenades to do that massive damage. Alright, so here we are, boss room. So we're just going to well here for that safety. Fellas out, so now we're going to be mobile. Throw our grenade, stay in the air, and we're sitting pretty. There you go. So just like that, you know, 1590 lost sector, pretty much at level, no issue. So yeah, that's the build. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be doing a, like I said earlier, a pure healing build to where if you want to focus on benevolence and healing your team with healing grenades and rifts and whatnot, I'll have that shown shortly. And yeah, always leave a comment. Let me know what you think I could change, if you think I could do anything different, and always appreciate a like and subscribe on the video and the channel. I'm trying to grow it still, so very much appreciate that as well. Thank you all so much for watching.